In Spanish, as well as in many other languages, nouns can be feminine or masculine. You need to know the gender of each word in order to combine them with other words like articles or adjectives. The problem is that this distinction has no logic at all. Actually, many nouns have different genders in different languages. Apple, for instance, is feminine in Spanish and Portuguese, but in German it is masculine. Tree is masculine in Spanish and German, but feminine in Portuguese. But even being completely arbitrary, there are some rules that help a lot, and this is what we are learning on this lesson. Hola gente, soy Fede y vamos ahora mismo a aprender las reglas básicas de género en español. The most basic way to know the gender of a noun, I'm sure you already know it, is checking if it ends in a or o. The huge majority of words ended in o are masculine and the huge majority of words ended in a are feminine. Piano, el piano nuevo, guitarra, la guitarra nueva, el plátano maduro, la banana madura, el cielo hermoso, la tierra hermosa. You probably also know that with sexed beings, like people or animals, it's quite common to have both versions of the word. El abuelo, la abuela. El abogado, la abogada. El gato, la gata, y así. Take into account that this basic rule has some exceptions, and this leads to many mistakes. Intermediate and even advanced students keep saying things like la problema or el foto, which are very logic, but wrong. Next video is about those exceptions. Check if it is already uploaded when you're watching this video. If not, subscribe and wait for it. If it is uploaded, subscribe anyway. Yeah, it's free. And it helps me a lot. What happens if a word doesn't end in a or o? How do I know its gender? Well, some groups of words share the same gender. For instance, todos los colores son masculinos. El rojo oscuro, el verde claro, el azul, el violeta, el rosa, el celeste, el naranja y así. Ríos, océanos, mares, montañas son masculinos. El Nilo, el Sena, el Atlántico, el Pacífico, el Caribe, el Mediterráneo, el Everest, el Aconcagua y así. Los meses y días de la semana son masculinos. Un marzo lluvioso, un julio frío, un lunes aburrido. El viernes hay una fiesta. Los números, las notas musicales, los puntos cardinales son masculinos. El 7, el 4, el 100, el do, el fa sostenido, el la menor, el lejano oeste, el sur. On the other hand, todas las letras son femeninas. La X, la O, la B corta, la B larga, la ñ. A very common ending in Spanish is ción or ción. Yes, the same sound with a different spelling. All the words ending like this are feminine. La estación, la presión, la posición, la nación, la revolución. Esa canción es muy buena. There are other endings that are usually feminine or masculine, but they may be difficult to remember, boring to study, full of exceptions, and I prefer to tell you more interesting things about this topic. One interesting thing is that there is also a neutral gender in Spanish. But don't worry, it is not as German neutral gender. Its use is really limited in Spanish. Don't pay attention to neutral gender by now. You need to know that, as it happens in English, certain words change completely from a gender to the other. Hombre, mujer, toro, vaca, actor, actriz, gallo, gallina. And other words do not change at all. These ones are called comunes en cuanto al género. El estudiante, la estudiante. El turista, la turista. El piloto, la piloto. El modelo, la modelo. We also have words that are always feminine or always masculine. So we cannot change the article or adjectives. These ones are called Epicenos. La víctima es una mujer. La víctima es un hombre. La serpiente venenosa, macho. We have words that are written in the exact same way, but their meaning depends on the gender. Yes, we have. El frente is the front line, but la frente is the forehead. La cura is the cure. El cura is the priest. And we even have words that you can decide their gender. Do you prefer saying el azúcar or la azúcar? It's the same. It's up to you. I think you already understood the complexity of this topic. I would need separate videos for each of these themes with lots of examples, because I think that besides the few rules that I gave you today, the best way to study gender is with examples and focusing on exceptions. So if you want me to make a whole series about gender, let me know in the comments. Ahora te dejo la chapa. No te olvides de suscribirte, tocar la campanita, dar like y dejarme un comentario. Chao.